The world's smallest apartment, 16 square foot Coffin homes, Hong Kong's dark reality. Lock in, chat type locked in. Let's go.
Smallest apartments. They are only 16 square feet in size, and they are known as coffin homes. Inside, it's impossible to stand up or even stretch your arms. Some aren't even wider than the residents' shoulders or longer than their body. Despite this, these coffins are utilized as a living room, a kitchen, and a bedroom at the same time. Hong Kong has had the world's most expensive housing market for 14 years, around 200,000.
For 14 years? How much do you think these coffin homes even cost? Because this would be like cheaper or poorer living. This would be like a shoebox apartment in New York, but worse. No, not $50. It's still probably really expensive. Because you got to think, chat, like Hong Kong is the equivalent of like New York in pricing. So for the people living there, I don't think it's like $1,000. No, I think it's probably pretty cheap for like what the average cost of an apartment is in Hong Kong. But like New York, dude, people will have a shared bathroom in like a fucking 50 square foot apartment and they're still spending hundreds of dollars, like 800 more. I mean, I don't really know. It depends what part of New York you're in as well.
This is one of the richest cities in the world, and we're gonna witness how these people survive here.
Some people have to live together in a single coffin, and some even barely fit inside their own homes. In this documentary, we'll also spend a full day with—
Holy shit! I mean, that's gotta be like, dude, at that point you have to go to a doctor to get your toenails fixed. Because you see how thick it's gotten? Like, you can't just cut that off, right?
Coffin home resident who has lived in miserable conditions for 16 years. First, we're starting with the most comfortable one. Each floor in this building has 20 to 30 coffin-sized subdivided apartments.
I can't even stand up.
This building was not originally designed like this, but through illegal—
I mean, why is the hallway— oh, because they illegally renovated it? I was gonna say, why is the hallway not walkable? Like, why do you have to crouch down to just go through the halls? Is there an apartment right there? Did they— oh my god, was this like a 10-floor apartment that they made like 15 floors and then just like fucking just mangled the whole building up to just fit more and more places?
Like this, but through illegal renovations,
Yeah.
they split this floor horizontally into two, squeezing in an extra—
They split it horizontally into two.
level to fit more people inside. That's why the ceiling height is incredibly low.
Look, one floor has
What did that mean, vertically into two? Like, they turned one floors into two floors.
been split in half to create two levels.
This is Coco's home. She's been living here alone for 10 years.
Thankfully, I have a window.
10 years?
Normally, coffin homes don't have one. A fridge, a TV, that's it. Since this place is small, you can't have much.
It seems a cockroach got trapped and died inside her rice cooker.
I've seen 3
Awesome.
people pass away in these rooms. When the people upstairs close their doors, it's a bit difficult to know when they pass away. When
Oh my god, don't tell me it's the smell. Because there's so many people around you, you don't know if somebody's dead until they're fucking, like, it just reeks. And your neighbor, like, 3 doors down is just dead.
they start to smell, we call the police. The power load is too high, so it's easy to catch fire.
The coffin home we're about to visit would feel worse than a prison. But first, let's peel back the walls. Now we're faced with dozens of people packed like sardines.
Oh my god, man. Do you think that it's still cheaper to live like this than get somewhere that's out of the city and commute in? Because these people have jobs in Hong Kong. Like, I understand they're poor, but I feel like you would still have a better place if you lived outside. But I don't know the layout of, like, outside of Hong Kong. Like, it still might be pretty expensive. Like, it might be all or nothing. You know what I mean? Like, if you're outside of Hong Kong, you might only be able to get, like, a house.
Faced with dozens of people packed like sardines. An 800 square foot apartment is divided into 30 coffin-sized units. These homes lack windows for fresh air or even sunlight. And inside each claustrophobic closet is a person silently battling depression and anxiety.
26 people live here, and the smell is—
Yeah, there's no feeling of hominess. You know what I mean? Like, when you finally get back to your apartment, you're like, you could relax. Like, you can't chill. Because you can't even lay down flat on your back. Like, you have to curl in a ball to sleep.
overwhelming. The corridor is so narrow that they use the ladder as a shoe rack.
People are stacked like
I wonder what, I mean, I don't know, like, he might talk about it, but do you think there's, like, robberies here or, like, levels of stealing? You might be, I don't know, because if you stole from your neighbor, they'd probably know you did it, but there's so many people in this region, they don't know who, as long as you don't show the item. Yeah, because you just have your shoes outside. Like, I could just fucking steal your shoes. You'd never know.
people are stacked like bricks here.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
How long have you been living here?
About 6 years.
Oh my God, smoking cigarettes in that confined space? Holy shit. Now everything you own just reeks of cigarettes.
Oh, there's one more guy here. So you stay together?
Yes,
Is he your husband?
my boyfriend.
They live in a space where even one person can hardly fit. Along the wall,
Yo, levels of intimacy here too. I'm not trying to like bring that up, but I mean, that's just like a genuine conversation, man. They're dating. They want to have like a romantic night. Yo, you're just hearing that shit. No, seriously. Like, you're just hearing that shit. Like, you're the guy below them. Like, the fucking ceiling just shaking. Like, it's thin. It's not even, like, insulative walls, chat. This is, like, a wooden board and then drywall. Like, if you're 3 doors down, somebody could be playing a show on TV and you'd hear it.
one side of the headboard doubles as an all-purpose shelf, while the door is packed with electronics and cables. Cleaning supplies and bottles are stored at the
Yeah,
bottom.
there has to be fires constantly here.
Their trash, the towel they use, fast food packaging, all within inches of the pillow they lay their head on. Because there is no window,
Crop dust final boss. Yo, you get the stomach virus, bro. You just start shitting your pants. Oh my God, you would smell anything. You're trying to sleep in. They're making fucking like onions of the floor above you.
here, they use
You
a
start crying.
fan to cool down. She has a short haircut to prevent herself from getting too hot in the coffin home.
Where's the bathroom? It's probably a shared bathroom, I would assume. I mean, that's not uncommon. Like, they're New York City apartments. Most big city apartments have, like, shared bathroom apartments. I would hope that it's, like, multiple stalls, though, not just, like, one fucking bathroom.
You don't have ventilation, and the air
I would have a piss bottle, though, for sure. Like, if I would assume most men probably do. If they live in this apartment, like, in the middle of the night, you're not going to, like, get up to, like, leave the apartment to go piss. Like, you're just pissing in a bottle, leaving it, dumping it out, later date.
you don't have ventilation, and the air quality is bad here. How do you live like this?
I don't mind, whatever.
How do you change your clothes in such a small place?
I have to bend and twist. It takes 10 minutes.
What is it like to live here?
It's difficult. Lots of things bite you.
Yeah, I wanted to say, like, what are these bug bites on her legs or like a rash of sorts? Because it looks like she has bed bugs.
Look,
What is this?
Well, that's not bed sores, chat. Bed sores is like what old people have.
bed bugs.
This is a huge
Oh, so she has bed bugs.
problem.
Yeah, biting me.
Why does she have bed bugs in a jar? Is she like picking them up? Oh my God, she just has bed bugs in her bed at all times.
All over. They're everywhere. Look how many I caught. They suck blood.
Bed bugs can cause people to get anemia by biting them. They are very common pests in subdivided apartments. A female bed bug can lay up to 500 eggs in her lifetime.
The bed bugs are here. Oh, can you see them?
Holy shit. Dude, this is worse than sleeping outside. This is worse than sleeping outside. Even if it's like air conditioned, air ventilated, like you're just, dude, you're literally living in a box of bugs just spawning on you. 500 per mother. You wouldn't be able to get sleep, dude. They're just going to be eating you alive. This is not sanitary. I mean, it's beyond not sanitary. It looks like they're doing all that they can, but it's like, even if you washed your sheets and like cleansed your box, the neighbor above you could just have bed bugs, and then they're going to come into your apartment because you're so close to everybody that unless you fumigated the entire apartment, you're still just going to, there's no point.
Fast food and came back. She grabs a chair, and their tiny bed turns into a dining table for a moment.
Oh, that looks disgusting.
In these homes, the internet is almost as important as electricity and water. For most residents, their cell phones are all they have in terms of entertainment.
What is your job?
I'm a part-time cleaner.
How much do you earn per month?
$650 US.
She earns $650 a month. What is the minimum wage in China? I know she said she's part-time, but what does she work at 10 hours? Like, there's no way. $650 a month. $650 a month. What is that? 12. It'd be 6,500, 1,200. 1,200 plus 1,000. Wait. Chat. Let me do the math here. I don't need a calculator. 6,500. 600 plus 600 is 1,200. So that'd be 7,200 plus another 1,000. Be $8,200 a year. I'm right. You guys are wrong, right? You guys have to be 650 times 12. Oh my God, it's 7,800. Wait. $650 times 10 is $6,500. 600 plus 600 is 1,200. So that'd be $650. Jesus Christ. 650 times 10 is 6,000. Oh, it's $50 plus $50. Not 500 plus 500. Yeah. No, I got it.
How much is the rent
It's the weed rain.
for your unit?
Chat, I needed to visualize it.
$320 per month.
$320 a month. See, chat, I said it was going to be expensive. $320 isn't bad for an apartment. That'd be like a goddamn steal and a half. $320 for a 16 square foot box is horrible. Half of her income is going to rent.
$20 per month.
So half of your income goes to this 16 square feet unit.
I don't have anywhere else to live.
People who live at the lower levels of the coffin homes are luckier because they can use this area for storage. They can put their shoes, hang their clothes. It's like extra space, but the ones on the upper level are unluckier. They really struggle with the space. You have to do everything inside that coffin.
Now, we're visiting those upper units in a different subdivided apartment. These
Bro, like, you know how gross that would feel? Like, going to bed in a bed while bugs are crawling on you. You're pulling the sheets over, and there's just hundreds of bugs on your body. Like, I would rather sleep outside.
coffins don't even have a space for a fan inside, so they are hanging out here in the corridor. To afford the rent prices, some residents have to suffer through awful jobs at horrific hours. Frankie Chow works from 9 p.m. and gets back home at 5 a.m.
What is your job?
9 p.m. to 5 a.m.? He's working 20-hour shifts? How is that even possible? Oh my God, no, I'm being a dumbass today. Chat, stop. Chat, stop. No. I thought he said 9 p.m. to 5 p.m. I'm thinking a 20-hour shift. Nah. Yo, actually, stop. No, stop. 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. Oh, my God. Yeah, that's 8 hours. Plus 3, it's midnight. Now it's the a.m. Chat, no, seriously, that was just me misinterpreting what he was saying.
Metal work,
How much do you earn per month?
$1,250 US.
What is it like to live here?
See, it's $1,250 US a month. $1,250 a month. All right. 12,500 in 10 months. 1,250 plus 1,250 is 2,500. 2,500 plus 12. 2,500 plus 12,500. Holy shit. 12 to stop. There's no way. It's 15 grand. He makes 15K a year.
Of course, not good. Narrow, really narrow. My cell is very simple. A TV,
Oh my God. Am I getting dumb? Dude, no.
bed, basic daily stuff, a blanket, and a pillow. Nothing else.
So where do you see yourself in 10 years?
I'll be dead by then.
Oh,
Dead by then.
yourself in 10 years.
I'll be dead by then.
Bro, he's like 50.
Oh, hopefully no. This place is very tight and a lot of humidity here.
There are even smaller units than these upper units. Now we're on our way to visit someone who can't physically fit inside his coffin home. I can't even imagine how difficult it is to live like that. But before moving there, we check the rest of this apartment and realize there is no kitchen. Those who can't afford
Oh, woman cooking raw food in the bathroom. Okay.
or to eat outside are forced to prepare their food in the filthy bathroom.
He's handling the food near the toilet. They don't have a kitchen,
Sick.
so this is where they have to prepare their meals. This space is also their bathroom. They even hang their clothes above this toilet, which does not have a lid.
Approximately 7.5 million people live in this city. Get a bird's eye view of Hong Kong, and you'll be faced with a massive metropolitan city rising from the jungle like shoots of bamboo. There is only a limited amount of buildable land on the island. With space so scarce, desperate solutions.
Oh my God, that's why they can't live outside of this city. So they're stuck just trying to find somewhere that's like at least feasible to live. Also, I wonder like how China treats homeless people. Like, do you think they have to have homeless shelters? But I'm assuming there's probably like a no tolerance. You know how like New York City will put like fucking like weird gates and shit on vents so homeless people don't sleep on them? But like they're still just like allowed to crash and they get told to fuck off and they just bounce around. I bet China is not letting you sleep on the streets.
Have emerged, including a 10-story building built on top of an 8-story parking garage. This city is at full capacity. We're now in the next apartment. This apartment opens directly into the bathroom.
Crime is just dripping from the walls.
Meet
China has the most homeless people in the world. China also has like the most people in the world, or does India have more now? China homeless population. China has around 2.41 million people homeless, but that was in 2011. How does China deal with homelessness in Hong Kong? They provide temporary shelters and welfare assistance. I mean, it's probably worse though than just living in the shoebox now that I'm thinking about it. Cause like they would, whoa.
His door was open as he couldn't fit inside his home if he closed it. His left shoulder sticks out of the coffin.
He's a big guy, and it must be hard
How does he sleep?
to live in such a tight place. How is life here?
Look around. How would you feel?
Do you have any family?
I used to. My wife left me because of my gambling. We're not in touch anymore. No, I only bet a little on horse racing. I ruined myself by gambling.
How do you get by
Wow, so he gambled all his money away, lost his wife, and now he has to live in this?
then?
I get welfare.
Living without having any
Horse racing. I feel like that's, I don't know the stats on it, but I feel like that's like a dying, like, betting community. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know anybody that bets. Do you guys bet on horse races? Because you can. But, like, I think most people bet it. Is it? I don't know. I don't know anybody that's, like, under 30 that bets on horse race. I feel like horse race betting is like an old person thing. Or actually, I don't know. Maybe it's like maybe I'm not in the circles. It's a rich person thing. It's like a rich person. Yeah, it's like I'm not in the right circles for like horse betting.
the body.
What do you do all day?
I have nothing to do. I just watch television. I'm scared.
No, it's not. Well, I'm saying in the U.S., dude, if you're going to, like, the fucking Triple Crown races, bro.
To go anywhere. I'm afraid of my legs giving out and collapsing on the ground.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years in the future?
10 years? Probably in a grave.
Hopefully no. Why don't
Why
you
are they
have
all
a
saying they're going to be dead in 10 years?
mattress under yourself?
Because I can't fit.
People sometimes sleep without mattresses to avoid a bedbug infestation.
How long have you been living here like this?
18 years.
Many never get to leave. In this concrete jungle,
He's been living there for 18 years? God damn, dude. I feel like if I lived in a place like this, the only thing that you could do is just try and work as much as possible so you're home as little as possible. Use this as a place to crash and then just hope that, like, at some point you're able to somehow save enough money to leave. But it's like, dude, they're all getting, like, low-pay jobs. And, I mean, this guy's a gambling problem, but...
saved for 1,000 years to buy a 3-bedroom apartment.
Have you applied for government public housing?
I just applied. I'll need to wait for a long time to get a home.
Most people wait more than 10 years just to access government housing with lower rent, and even that isn't free. For many of them, the wait list feels like a life sentence. Now, let's say you didn't want to live in a coffin and wanted to have the comfort of standing up in your home. We went to a rental office to show you how much this luxury really costs.
We're in one of the average neighborhoods in Hong Kong. Let's say that you save some money and you want to buy
Like, that's a nice-ass apartment. 55,000, is that yen? No, it's not yen. That's Japanese yen. What do they use in China? China currency is yuan. So 55,000 yuan is $7,892 a month.
At home, this is one of the cheapest options that you have here. This has only one room and it will cost you more than $1 million. It's a very
What? I'm reading 880. What do you mean $1 million? You don't even see the apartment. What the fuck? You have to spend $1 million to own this condo or apartment, but the picture isn't even of the apartment, it's of the view. Yeah, a literal mystery box. You're just gonna be like, yeah, $1 million. Let me just walk in, see what it's like.
Say that you decided to rent.
It's a 1-bedroom for $1 million. A 1-bedroom. That's more expensive than New York. That's so much more expensive than New York. $1 million for a 1-bedroom.
This single bedroom apartment will cost you around 4,000 US dollars per month.
And later, you'll see that even
See, that's crazy, but I feel like there's places in New York that are like on par with that.
owning a grave here is harder than owning a home. In Hong Kong, wealth creates a massive gap between two worlds. Just 75 people own 10% of the country's fortune. So while the ultra-rich cruise around the world in their luxury cars and live in massive houses, the lowest income bracket doesn't even get space to breathe. Though life expectancy here is one of the highest in the world at 84, many people still have
Really?
to do back-breaking work, even after retirement, just to afford sky-high housing costs.
I feel so bad when I see people, like old people in public like this, where they just have such bad back problems that they're just perpetually bent over. Like how bad that must fucking hurt to just move.
Back-breaking work, even after
Like Phil Heath. Or no, not Phil Heath. Ronnie Coleman. Like the bodybuilder. Dude, he has such bad back
retirement,
problems.
just to afford sky-high housing costs, or they can't survive. That's why elderly people can be seen collecting cardboard on the streets.
I mean, bro, that has to be worth like fucking 50 cents, bro. You're gonna sell it? Bro, how much are you selling cardboard for? Like, it's different if you're, like, getting scrap metal. How are you selling cardboard?
Life here is very sad.
That's, like, less than 50 cents.
It's like day and night.
If the landlady finds out.
Recycling it? Yeah, bro, you recycle... Okay, she recycles 10 boxes of cardboard. Bro, you're getting a nickel.
We'll be in trouble. I don't care what they're filming it for. She can kick us out. The landlady won't allow it.
We only kept this part in the video to show you how these tenants live in constant fear, knowing their landlords could throw them out at any moment. For those who lose their homes, life on the streets is inevitable.
Holy shit. Dude, she probably can't walk.
Bottle of water. I'm really thirsty. Help me open the cap. Put it there. Thank you, thank you.
She felt thirsty, as July is one of the hottest.
Oh my god, dude. Like, no, and what's... dude, she probably whoa. She has, like... an infected wound that's running up her leg right now.
Hottest months of the year. The apparent temperature in Hong Kong was around 110 degrees Fahrenheit at the time.
110? Yo, those shoebox apartments are probably literally just feeling like a pressure cooker sitting in that shit. There's no way those shoebox apartments are bumping out enough AC to fucking combat 110 degrees outside.
As soon as I came to this new apartment, I got hit by...
Oh, yeah, it's dripping. Oh, God, and there's mold.
warm and musty air.
Oh, my God. Dude, that has to be like a genuine health hazard.
The ceiling has tons of mold on it. The air inside...
No, dude, you could fucking... Dude, you're inhaling mold spores?
Mold on it. The air inside Coffin homes is 4 times more polluted than what's safe to breathe.
Oh, my God.
Entryway is a complete mess. A resident is desperately mopping up dirty water that is constantly dripping onto the floor. Then, I got inside
dude, what the fuck? Do they have toe? Like, dude, he hasn't cut his toes in months.
Empty Coffin home myself. I immediately felt boxed in, like the walls were closing in on me. This is the most bare-bones coffin we've visited. The person who lives here owns almost nothing. On one side, there are stickers on the wall with a blue sky, clouds, flowers, and butterflies.
That is so dystopian. Oh my God. You have the smallest apartment and there's just like a nice sky with butterflies on the fucking wall.
You can escape from the claustrophobia. On the other side is a metal grate. You feel like you're in a cage. You can't get fresh air or sunlight here.
Oh, it's so hot here. Very humid. How do people sleep here? I can't even breathe properly. Imagine hanging your clothes here, sleep, watch YouTube on your mobile phone. Nowhere else to go. Just walk the neighborhood and come back here. Nothing else in your life. While sleeping, there might be a lot of noise from your neighbors. Sad. It's very sad. I want to go.
In some homes, the front door is just a curtain, so people living inside have zero security.
Hello.
Hi,
What are you cooking?
Dude, you could just walk right into their fucking apartment.
I'm cooking rice.
There's laundry here. Right in the kitchen, which is practically one with the toilet. This isn't hygienic at all. Here they have a washing machine. They're trying to make the best of this space, but it seems chaotic. My friend had to get on the toilet lid just to get this shot.
She's washing vegetables in the same sink people use after using the toilet. This puts them at a serious risk of contamination, as fecal bacteria like E. coli and Salmonella.
Oh, I was gonna say washing it out of the faucet's fine, but her putting the then washed vegetables in the dirty sink
could get on her food and make her sick.
Yeah, like that's poop.
Mr. Lee is one of the many people staying in a coffin while still alive. His home is the most crammed one we've seen so far.
I can't find a job because once I was arrested for...
Wait, this doesn't look like a coffin home. Oh my God, what are these called? You can rent them, and there's like luxurious ones in Japan and even in China. Yeah, they're like it's a sleep pod, but yeah, it's a capsule hotel. This looks like a capsule apartment. I would much rather stay here because this is like your own enclosed box. The space is much worse. I don't know how this guy's sleeping in here, but I would rather stay in this than like a made wall.
I can't find a job because once I was arrested for theft.
You can't stand? You're not going to be able to stand in any of them. Oh, you can't got a job because you got arrested?
I was arrested for theft. I found a phone on the street and didn't report it to the police. Later, they found it on me and arrested me.
Wow. I think they should take the phone back, but I don't think that's considered stealing because he didn't report it. I don't know. You find a phone on the street, I think you should report it. But I don't think that's as bad as stealing, like running up and taking it from someone. You know what I mean? It's still bad, but like it's petty theft. Yeah, that's what it is. It's like you found money on the street. You just take it.
Prison cells more comfortable than coffin homes?
Yeah, that's correct.
In Hong Kong, prisoners get 80 square feet of space with a personal toilet. Unlike the 16 square foot homes, they also have enough space to stand up in. In that same space, 10 coffin homes could be stacked on top of each other. Now we're going to meet with Wong.
How did you end up here?
It was a long time ago. I'm a poor man now, not a rich man. Before here, I had a house, a wife, and a daughter.
They left you?
Sure.
Do you ever talk to them?
I have no money, so they won't talk to me.
How old are you right now?
63. This is my table. It is for everything. Can you see it? I have my clothes inside that. And this is the pot I use for cooking noodles.
Wong invited us to tag along on his short daily routine outside. First, he took us to his temple. Despite the temple being closed, Wong insisted on praying at the gates. Despite all the hardships he encounters, he's still thankful for what he has. Along the way, he stopped at the market stall and bought some fruit with the little money he had. Then he went to the restaurant that he had coupons for. The restaurant serves a variety of dishes with a side of rice. They're usually very high in sodium and fats. He felt embarrassed about using meal vouchers, so he preferred to eat at home. The first thing he does is put his groceries into a fridge shared with more than 20 people.
Oh my God, and motherfuckers probably start stealing your food and shit too, bruh.
After that, Wong climbed into his home and started eating his food. His sedentary lifestyle and the unhealthy foods offered at the restaurants are ruining his health.
Look, I have high blood pressure.
Having such high blood pressure...
180 over 95. Yo. What's normal? Like 120 over 80? Like 120 over 70?
The risk of heart complications. However, the cemetery you're about to see shows you that even death is not an escape here.
Every day is
180 is like reaching like scary levels of like having a heart attack. 180 over 95 heart rate. Or not heart rate, blood pressure. Yeah, you're in a hypertensive crisis, at risk for a heart attack. At like any moment.
Is the same here. Finish the lunch and watch videos. This is for lunch and dinner.
He carefully rationed his food so he could stretch it for
smoking a cigarette.
2 meals.
Do you use illegal substances?
No, I don't. So many people use things like that here.
Once it's dark, the Love Homes opened for business. Long took us to one nearby that he knew about.
Love home, like a prostitute house.
There's a girl in each room.
Oh, okay.
There's someone inside. It says, "Please wait."
Yeah, brothel.
Before
Okay,
moving on, I like to thank Esim Ayo, the spot, the Ruhi 100 code.
Hi, may I ask the price?
Are you a customer?
Just some people coming to have a look.
He denies visiting these places, but seems to know his way around them just fine.
It's a 1-hour massage for $65 US.
These Love Homes are actually subdivided apartments too. Because of the housing prices, even these women can't afford full-sized units. If the living stay in coffins in Hong Kong, where does that leave the
Yo, $65, they're doing shit with you for an hour?
Dead.
Here, even a basic burial plot can cost up to tens of thousands of US dollars, and
Well, I would assume most people are probably getting cremated in Hong Kong or just most of China in general. Overpopulated areas, it's very unlikely that the average person's probably going to get buried. Religiously, maybe, so it's like they would spend the money on it, but I think, like, if you're not religious, you're probably just gonna get cremated.
that is if you're lucky to find one. Recently, a burial plot here
How much was it?
Can't leave the dead.
Here, even a basic burial plot can cost up to tens of thousands of US dollars,
Yeah, that's fucking nuts.
and that is if you're lucky to find one. Recently, a burial plot here was sold for $128,000.
Because they are more affordable, most people rent graves rather than own them.
I don't want to
Space is
say
so
that, like, if you're not religious, I think if you're religious and you want to get buried and you want to spend $100K to get buried, whatever. If you're not religious and you blow $100K, because most of the time you set up funeral arrangements before you die, especially if you're old. Like, you talk about what coffin you're going to be buried in, what you want your funeral to be like. You buy the, what do you mean rent? Oh, did they say you could rent a grave? I'll rewind in a second. Is it fucked up to say spending $120K on your grave instead of just giving that to, like, your family is, like, whack? Like, $120,000? Like, yo, I'm just giving that. I'm being like, I feel like your kids should have that money. Yeah, just fucking burn me. Put me in an urn. Throw my ashes in a trash can. $120,000.
limited.
The plot here was sold for $128,000.
Because they are more affordable, most people rent graves rather than own them.
How the fuck do you rent a grave? If you don't pay the rent, they fucking throw your body in the river? What the fuck does that mean?
Space is so limited that even graves in public cemeteries are not permanent. After
What do you mean?
6 years, the body must be removed and cremated. As space...
So what's the point in burying it? They bury you for 6 years and then they exhume the body and burn you. So it's just a temporary grave. It's death tax? That's not death tax. Death tax is the transfer of wealth from your assets to your kids. And then there's a death tax that's taken. That's at least in the United States. I don't know the death tax in China. There's ways around that, though. Trusts and having it in investments. It's a real schemy thing. Little fun fact. If you have investments and you gain unrealized gains on those investments and you were to pull them out, those are now realized gains and you pay taxes on them. If you die, it's reset. So if your grandfather invested in Apple 40 years ago, had absurd unrealized gains, never took out the money, no, not talking about dividends, just never took out the money, he dies, transfers to you, that's no longer realized gains. Like, that's just like the base investment there, which is nuts. But I mean, you could argue that that should be fair because it's a little fuck. The government wants to take your money after you die. But I mean, that's like a loophole to ensure that the money stays 100% in the family almost.
As space runs out, cremation has become the only option, and the ashes rest in tiny drawers no bigger than a shoebox, just like these ones. The government has promised to end the housing crisis by 2049. About 220,000 people are stuffed into terrible homes in one of the richest places in the world. They are not there to be protected, but to be hidden from the eyes of the rich.
Thank you for watching.
I mean, the government also promising to do that might be actually feasible because China artificially lowers the value of their dollars so they could constantly reinvest into their community. Like most company, like the reason China's still the place everybody goes to is because their currency always stays low because they keep it low. I'm not going to get into that. That's a long conversation. But their government actually would maybe be able to fix that. Whether or not they will, I have no idea. That was a very interesting video, though. Hong Kong government should be ashamed people having to live like animals because of their greed. I mean, that is nuts. Especially with the other shit that they've been building. It is like 1 billion people, though. I understand any nation's going to have people in poverty, and any nation's going to have people that are homeless. Especially when you're 1 billion, plus population. But, like, that's crazy. And in a huge city like that, where thousands of people are just living like that. All right, I got to piss real quick, then we're going to hop into the next video.